Hey, happy Monday, everyone, and welcome into Mid-Morning. So many of you probably know my friend Colin Krieger. He joins me on the Fox show every Tuesday with good events coming on, and we are actually talking about an upcoming event a little more in detail than we usually get to. So Good Friday, we have the inaugural Lowndes County Sports Hall of Fame inductees. So Colin, what is this?
So the Lowndes County Sports Hall of Fame, y'all know they have Hall of Fames all over the country for different sports. This is for all sports in Columbus and Lowndes County. Henry Matuzak, who was a local journalist with the Commercial Dispatch back in the day, had covered sports, and he'd been traveling around the country, and he noticed that a lot of counties had a Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Now you have to have a pretty strong county. You got to have a lot of sports going on. You got to have some guys like me in there throwing, blocking, shooting, swinging, all that sort of stuff. And so he came up with the idea, got with our good friend Glenn Latzenhauer, he got with Trip Harston, and we formed a committee, and 18 months later, we've got an event.
Okay, so that's a big, long stretch.
Yes.
18 months to plan all of this out. So I guess when the idea first came to you guys and getting the board, what do you think was like the hardest part?
The hardest part is who do you put in the first class? Because you want to balance the people that are still alive and deserve recognition along the ones that are like uber famous, so you can get people to the catfish dinner.
Yeah.
So we'll be having a catfish dinner. Leslie Frazier, who played in the NFL, played for the Bears, won a Super Bowl. Clarence Weatherspoon, who was an NBA player.
I wonder if they'll wear the rings.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to ask. I'll make some calls. They're going to be the keynote speakers that night. So they'll be finishing out the big show. And, you know, we had to kind of balance that with who deserves to get in now, because there are about probably 50 or 60 people on the list who we know are going to eventually get in.
Yeah.
And so you want to have some respect. Like if they're still alive, let's go ahead and get them in the program while we can.
That's a long list of people, 60 people, and that's just in the area, like
Lowndes
County.
There'll be just 10 this year.
Okay.
We know of another 50 or 60 that are absolutely deserving. We just kind of have to work through the list, and we still are taking nominations. We had opened up nominations last August or September.
Yeah, to the public.
And I think we received another 30. Of those 30, there were about 7 or 8 that we were just. You were like, holy cow, I didn't think of that, all right? You may not have realized that somebody's dad was a world-class boxer. You just didn't know that they had some ties to Lowndes County.
All the hidden talent right there.
Yes.
Okay, Colin, so for the people who are interested in coming to the event, what time is it going to start? Maybe what's the attire we need to wear and kind of all those things we need to know.
Well, first of all, as the MC, you're going to have to dress super fancy.
Go for it.
This is a catfish and beer event this year. You know, one year it may end up being prime rib and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, you know, business casual. You wanted to show some respect. We got some professional sports. This is the first time we're having it. Got a lot of professional athletes in the building, not counting myself. So you want to have a good time. Yeah, that's the most important part.
All right, guys. After the break, we'll talk more in depth about the sports people who are getting inducted. Stay with us. Everyone, welcome back into Mid-Morning. Colin Krieger is joining me in studio, and if you were sticking around before the break, we are talking sports. Go team!
Yes.
Go goal!
Sports people everywhere.
Yes. Okay, so we are in the next few weeks. We're going to do the induction of some awesome athletes across the area, and we wanted to talk about in depth. And it's not just men; there is also women.
There are women sports people in this. Yes.
I think we should start with our women first because women are great.
Let's do it. Women are great. So next Friday, a week from Friday at the Trotter Convention Center, $30 for a ticket. Zachary's has catfish on all the sides, a little sippy sip with the beer. We'd like to talk about Carrie Shepard. So affectionately referred to as the queen or the first lady of softball in the state of Mississippi. Carrie's kind of known for building the New Hope Trojans softball team. And there are literally some heavy hitters out there.
Good.
Some state championships. Yeah, I'm a little intimidated when I go out there.
I remember playing them in high school, and they were good.
Yeah, they were some incredible folks. And so she's going to be in there. I think she won 19 division titles, 13 North State championships while she was there. So Carrie's going to be the first female inducted in there. We've also got other local legends, Billy Brewer of Old Miss fame, Carl Butler, who was a swim coach and other stuff, Sam Fletcher, who played baseball, Frank Griffin will be there, Frank Greasy Griffin, which is the coolest nickname in the world. Frank played baseball. He's a multi-sport athlete. And Stanley Black, who was an amazing football player. Trying to think who else. Ronnie Richardson. He played for the Red Sox.
Wow.
So, like, you're going to see a lot of these folks and their family there. It's an incredible opportunity to meet some people, along with Leslie Frazier and Clarence Weatherspoon, who were legit, like, national world all-star people.
Wow.
You know, get a couple little autographs on there. We're giving autographs if you'd like to make $0. If you'd like to make $0 on eBay, you can get our autographs.
Truly.
So, yes.
And so, okay, again, you know, if you weren't sticking around for the first part, 10 people are going to be inducted, but like we had like 60 nominees. So,
yeah.
I mean, the talent is deep here in the area.
I was very impressed when I started seeing the list. I didn't grow up here, but I got here as quick as I could. And to see a list of 60 or 70 people who, I believe more than 50 of them played professional sports, but also when people started sending in nominations, we didn't quite realize that we had overlooked some or didn't, that you didn't think that was possible. So I think there's probably well over 100 people who have some ties to Lowndes County. And we're still looking for them. So if you have some great grandfather that like lived here for a little while, but then he became a world-class boxer or some situation like that, we'd love to hear about it.
Well, super exciting, Colin. And again, I'm going to be your MC for the night. Colin will also be hosting. Come up and talk to us. Come hang out and get your tickets. You can buy them by scanning that QR code right there on your screen, guys. It's only $30. Zachary's is catering catfish. Who doesn't love catfish? And we're going to have little drinks for everyone.
Little sippy
and
sippy.
Sports. All right, go team. We'll be right back.